Alrighty then, let's get going here this morning. Came over to the desk here and got a moonshot coming in here, 14.9 on that one right there. Getting started real quick here this morning. Happy Monday. It is Mentorship Monday. We're going to be doing a lot of teaching, a lot of training. We've got a new release that came out over this weekend. I do not currently have the latest version on this PC yet, but that's what we're going to do here after the morning session here with you guys. I will be doing the installation from scratch and we'll be walking through all the new features and answer all the questions, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. You're going to want to be here. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Let's get into it right now. Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is out of the box, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew. Are you ready? Indeed. It is Monday, Mentorship Monday, which means we focus on teaching and training. We are now doing it during our sessions. Welcome aboard. My name is Vinny. If it's the first time with us, you have been missing out, but great to have you with us. Let's see how this one works out here for us this morning. We hit a little bit of a target one there, got part of the position off half here, and let's see how this plays. I got my finger over the close if we decide to change here, but looking like a pretty nice moonshot here. I will definitely take this level again. I'm going to go ahead and mark it with a F6 here and make that nice and juicy. In the event, even if it doesn't work out right now, I will try rule this in a bit here. We are still about 6 minutes from the open. Oh yes, thank you for that checklist. Let's make sure we got our real-time protection turned off. There we go. Got your ATM set. Yes, I actually had to do that there this morning. I was set to one from Friday as well. So thank you for reminding us of the checklist. All right, so pretty simple layout here. On this one, we have we're moderate buy. Oh no, wait, I didn't scroll to the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay, phew. Still moderate buy. We've been on the buy side. We got a strong move down, which hopefully will get traders trapped in there. And yeah, basically in that direction. Simple moonshot entry. As far as locations, it's not the absolute ideal. We are inside of the fiddle zone here, okay, solidly, and we're pretty close to the flat line. Speaking of flat line, in the new version, if you guys have already installed it over the weekend, you now have the option to set a flatline zone. By default, out of the box, I've got it set to 10%, but you'll notice if you go into the parameters, there is a drop down there. You can go 10%, 20%, up to 50% of the zone, because it should not be any wider than 50% of it, but we'll showcase that here after we get all the installation set up at the end of our session here. I'll start playing with all of the new toys. It's going to be exciting. Let me bring the super chat over so we can see all your smiley faces. People are bringing questions already. So when you increase size, you maintain the same ATM each time. Well, depends, Alejandro. Alejandro, have you been through training? Answer me a few questions here. Have you been through training yet? How far into training have you gotten? Well, first, back up. Are you a paid member? Because I don't know if you have access to the full premium training. A couple of questions there. Are you premium? And second, if you are, how far in the training have you been? Because you're asking about ATM sizes. I mean, you have to know what strategy. Like, did you mention what strategy you're talking about? Yeah, I mean, stops and targets are different depending on the strategy. You know, an Enigma target is 20 ticks. If you're doing I don't know, double dot, target 110. If you're off of the twos, depends on which bar you're on, which bar size. That depends on a lot of things, but I don't want to overwhelm you if you haven't already been through some training, or, you know, I'm telling you stuff that you already know because you've been through some of the training. Yeah, Eddie's right. Based on the bar size, I mean, depends on the targets. Not premium yet, serving at respective. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna learn. Just know that, you know, settle in. You're gonna know that you're gonna see all that inside of training. But at the same time, if you go through the free training section, you're gonna understand what the stops and targets are. You're focusing on something that comes in the final 40 days in your first 40 days. So focusing on sizing and increasing your trade size from trades 1 through 5 is something you focus on in the final 40 days. So our training sessions and okay, so our 120-day program. Oh, I just heard us hit the target there. Actually, let's see. No, we got 1 minute. So in the 120-day program, it's broke up into 40-day sections. If I can draw a pipe here. So 40, 40, 40 in your first 40 days, you're kind of noob, right? You're going to learn all the teaching and training materials, you're going to learn the strategies, etc. And then in your final 40 days, this is where you're going to focus on really bringing it all together. And the question that you're asking, you know, basically it goes here. So that is a final thing. What you need to focus on first is right here, which is what are the strategies, entry strategies, what are the stops and targets, multi-target. Some of them are multi, like, I'll give an example, DCDM, double cross, double move, different than a DCR. DCR, you're going to target the middle of the zone. So asking about the ATM and whether you switch the ATM or not depends on the strategy first. And so you're going to need to know, I can just tell from your questions that, you know, you had some things that you're missing right here, right? So focus on your first 40 days, and then your questions about the last 40 days will make a lot more sense when you get there. Okay, hopefully that helps. Okay, so yeah, so we got our targets there, and maybe one came and stopped out. I don't know, I didn't see it. Here's the Open, US Open coming right now. So that's trade one for me here. I'll go ahead and move my coin over there. Get my coins reset from Friday. Here we go. All right, so we came right into the open here. Okay, here's my retry.
DCDMRTY on the 1. Fib.RTY on the 8.
Market open here is getting a little wild. Oh shoot, did we just lock? Dadgummit. Well, that's just lovely. And what a terrible way to start out here this morning.
40. Speed of RTY 140.
Just hold on. Oh, that really is terrible. So we hit a perfect, there's a enigma that's set up right in there, right when I locked up, went straight up to target up in there, would have been awesome. But now I am sitting in negative territory thanks to that nonsense lockup there that we just had. Currently still moderate buy. I'm going to go in for double cross, double move. I'll close out below this cross if we don't make that up move. Finger over the close. Stop underneath this cross right here. Yep, closing it. Okay. So we're taking a... oh, my audio box isn't on. Dadgummit.
RTY on the 89.
Okay, still sitting at moderate buy, so I'm still going to be continuing to look for long opportunities first. All right, there's a double cross, first 10.1 that we've seen here. Why is this at 2s? Oh, I'm supposed to be on 5s. Dadgummit. So wrong sizing will get you every time.
Speed of RTY 118.
We're getting 89 bar dropouts here. 9:35. Here's the 5 minutes past the open. Okay, if we return to point of entry here, I will pull half.
bands touch RTY on the 35. Speed of RTY 105. Enigma long on the RTY1. Enigma long on the RTY1. Lower bands speed touch of RTY on the 35. Speed of RTY 94.
Target filled. Target.
Beautiful, but unfortunately, thanks to my lockup there this morning and some nonsense, still in negative territory here this morning. Gonna be one of those Mondays, huh? All right, let's size up here. Can go 5 big. Yeah, those are beautiful enigmas.
Speed of RTY 84.
All right, here comes king timing. Hopefully we get a play inside here. Watching for double deltas. There's smooth leg 1. Looking for that first alpha omega. Okay, there it is.
Speed of RTY 93. 2-finger RTY on the 35.
Okay, breaking through that first alpha omega. Currently still moderate buy. No, we just went neutral. Okay, so looking for the bailout.
Speed of RTY 78. Speed of RTY 78.
Someone remove this Forex Rapid Profits millionaire who can't spell millionaire either. I'm not interested in trolls or morons here this morning. Ban them.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
DCDM RTY on the 1.
All right, try to get more out of that. I'll re-enter here on a double cross here if we snap through it.
Speed of RTY 79.
Here's king timing, listening for buyers. Or the moonshot. Nope, here in sells. So we went to the flat, so that's why I was a little bit more cautious off of that Enigma there. And yeah, it's taking more heat here. I'll re-enter around those crosses. It's got a nice set of lines right there for me, so I can visually see it. As soon as price crosses through that, I can snap it again if we are hearing buyers along with it.
DCDM RTY on the 1. DCDM RTY on the 1.
And as I say that, scratch that. We have now just shifted to moderate sell. First time we're on sell side. So let me kick back here. Let me look at the high time frame, see what's going on here. So we've got a double or a two-finger salute inside of a golden rope. So that would be a reversal. Somebody give me the, what is the wave for RTY today? I did not load that there this morning after optimizations. What is the optimized range for RTY, please?
Enigma long on the RTY1.
$39. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to change that. 39R. Okay, so we still have
DCDM RTY on the 1.
double cross inside there. Okay, getting pretty big here on this one. Don't like that I'm hearing sellers again. Want to see them get wrecked. Fake it short, please. Let me look. Okay, we're back to neutral. Need to get to buy side or I'm in trouble here. There's my buyers. Come on, baby. There you go. Smoke them if you got them. Get all the way up there. Oh my goodness. It turned right in front of my targets. So I went to big.
Target.
Might have been a mistake. There we go. There we go, baby. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Daddy's talking about. And there is bonus trade to get me into 825 there on the morning, thanks to a beautiful moonshot. Everybody type moonshot there in the chat. All right, I'll snag one more. I'm already up on it. We'll grab some more. Put me over 1K. I'll take it. Get up there. Thank you very much. Targets filled. 2 Enigmas back to back will put me up 1145. You gotta love an Enigma early in the morning. Come on. Come on. You gotta love that. Let's go. Oh. Yes. Oh man, we gotta label that one up. Such a beauty. And Curtis is a beast. Oh yeah, sing it to me, baby.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy, you don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, be my sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not on. No, I can't let go without you near me.
Oh, that was such a beauty. And look at it. Went straight up to that Enigma target right there. And if you're wondering why, you know, where we kind of put in, why I got that targeting there, we tapped it once, twice, 3, 4 times. We're like, and we're going to take our profits. Listening for buyers. Heard the buyers step. See if they're going to push it a little bit more. There's a cross. There's a supply.
DCDMRTY on the 1 of RTY 53.
And we'll take a little more to get me to 1410. Why not? Why not? Because it's Mentorship Monday. So I am here for you. I am going to be walking through lots of fun stuff here today. Okay, so speaking of things to walk through, if you are new with us, welcome aboard. Happy Monday. So 5 trades. Let's start where everything begins. Right down here, bottom left. I can get my drawing tool to work here. Oh, yes. Right down here, you'll see me waving at you with my hand on my desk. So that is a 5 trade sheet. You want to start with one of those and get yourself some coins or some rocks or some gems. Or I used to start out with Nerf darts, which was fun. And then I would take each Nerf dart and fire it across the room at an old lamp that I had because I wanted to break it. So that was fun times.
Speed of RTY 67.
So yeah, so 5 trades. I like to approach markets like a video game, so I like to think of it like, all right, I got 5 lives. I'm playing Mario Brothers, and I want to. Now that helps me with a lot of things. If you have been around trading for a while, you know about over trading. You know the drill. You get, you know, kind of lulled in. You keep sitting at your desk. You need some kind of limit. So we've got 2 limits. We've got number 1. We've got our 5 lives. Number 2, we've got a timing. We got 60 to 90 minutes. I think you should play a video game at a healthy amount of for a healthy amount of time. Like my children, I'm not gonna let them play all day. But hey, kids want to play video games for, you know, an hour, 90 minutes. That's healthy, right? So same thing for adults. Okay, we forget the things as children. Things like, you know, we used to have 20 minutes of PE every day, right? They would force us to go outside, physical education. How many of us like don't emphasize and don't put the priority of our bodies into you know, their important category where they should be for physical education, right? Not going outside doing things. Well, same thing here with your trading. I really think that you should do that. You know what I mean? Smart, so you reinforce your wins, helps your behavior. Solidify it to buy Nerf gun right now. Yeah, it is fun. I got the ones with the little the circle discs that fire the little circle discs, so that you know, they're a little easier to put on your desk. They're a little bit weird with the dart ones, but you know the drill. So as far as the amount of time that you spend, then 5 trades, and then within those, I have the concept of winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now, I didn't, you know, coin that phrase. That's been around. Everybody knows it. So I like to enhance things that you already know and use things you already know to make trading easier, not more complicated. Most of these places that are trying to fake you out and try to get you to buy their nonsense or believe in ICT, just trust me, bro, trading style is, you need them because trading's complicated and you need to, you know, you need me. Okay, well, do you really? So they will make simple things complicated. We do the opposite here. We make complex things simple. It's called simplexity. We're going to simplify the complexity, and therefore we have simplexity. So the video game style is 1, timing 2, numbers of trades 3, and then winner, winner, chicken dinner is, I want to mentally prepare myself if I need to trade for a living. Me personally, I like to think of things going, all right, how much do I need to put on the table just to make ends meet, right? To go, I want to put some food on the table. How much do I need? I need to be able to do that in 2 winners, okay? Now, that's based on your own personal preferences and sizing, right? Everybody's got different requirements for their lifestyle, etc., where they want to be, where they are, etc., which will lead me into another conversation. When you are practicing, do not practice where you are. Okay, I have so many people come here like, well, I'm going to start out with a small account, so I should practice with a small account. No. You practice, write this down. I want everyone, I don't care if you have been here forever, just do this right now. Every single person, I don't care if you already know it, write it down, because I think every single person needs to reinforce this for themselves. Because as long as I've been around doing this, I have people who have been here for 2 years plus, and then I'll have a chat with them later where they're like, hey, I want to have a one-on-one mentorship session with you. We have chats, and I find out like they're missing basic stuff that we talked about all the way back on day one. They forget these things. Are you ready? Here it is. Write this down. When you are practicing, there it is. This is your phrase today. Practice where you want to be, not where you are. Now, I'm talking to myself, a younger version of myself. I'm not telling you, okay, you are you, and I am not a financial advisor. I am not giving you trading advice, but this is to little Vinny. If I were starting over, Vinny, listen to me, bro. Practice where you want to be, not where you are. You're like, well, I'm only going to start out trading with, five contracts. Okay, well, where do you want to be? Well, I want to be okay, exactly. Practice where you want to be, not where you are. And another thing, you're like, well, it's complicated, I need to practice. No, you don't. Everything you think you need to do, you're wrong about. Okay, in this industry, if it makes sense, it loses you dollars. Think about what I just said on that one. If it makes sense, it's losing you dollars. Okay, you're like, well, it's common sense that if the market's going up, it's going to keep on going up. No, it's not. Speaking of not common sense, this is one of my favorite trades here. I'm going to go ahead and smack it. That is a first alpha omega after an up move. And I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at that. Oh, don't like that. Okay, I'll re-enter at that again if it comes back. But first alpha omega after big move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch for my four-legged dog trap. 4 nice smooth legs.
Fib.RTY on the 39.
All right, we'll see if that's going to not be a four-legged dog trap and make me pay for that or not. So that is a 4 LDT after a 16.5.
Speed of RTY 56.
Target filled.
Thank you very much. 2,140 on a Monday. Not too bad. All right, everybody type 4LDT in the chat. Look at Jacques is already ahead of me. He's like, he knew what I was going to say. Everybody type 4LDT in the chat. 4LDT. Let's go. Come on, you're here to learn today, folks. You don't know what the 4LDT is? Write it down. Number 1, then go into the training section there on the website. Go to documentation, docs.algoboxpro.com. I'm sure Eddie or Curtis will type that there in the chat there for you. 4LDT, Four-legged dog trap. Remember, smooth versus shaven. Well, you need nice shaven legs versus stubbles for your troubles. And of course, you can only see that on algo bars. That's beautimous. All right. Another thing that helped with that one there, we came into the flat, but we also popped off of a cipher on the high time frame there. So we had a structural play as well, which helped out. And we were coming right into golden ropes, little super combo there, making it a little easy on me to go ahead and snag in on one of those. Plus the speed was pretty nice there as well. Current speed 65 BPM, which is like cruising down the freeway at the perfect speed, if you know what I'm saying. The psychology module. If you don't know about the psychology module, again, if you are new with us, check that out. Okay, if you got questions around any of this stuff, today is the day to ask. I'm going to be opening up the mic for that. And I'm going to be going through the installation and setup of the new features, which are going to be awesome, here in just a few minutes. We are about 4 minutes from 10 a.m. Let me check to make sure we have... Do we have news at 10 a.m.? Oh, speaking of news, we have a pretty cool news indicator that I think you guys will like. So, first of all, we already, of course, know we can go into Discord anytime and type !news, like I will show you guys and demonstrate right now. So if you ever want to know, like, what's the news, you don't have to go over to Forex Factory and that kind of stuff. Just come into our room. We are a one-stop shop. !news, boom, there you go. It's going to give you the printout for all the important stuff there. On the right, it's going to tell you the impact level. Looks like I see mediums and lows. I don't see any highs on this list here. Next one on the list is 10:30 a.m. So got a ways for that. There's nothing there at 10 a.m. There's sometimes 10 a.m. stuff that'll sneak in on us if I don't check on that. But our news indicator will actually give you an audio alert before the news is going to show up. You can set a warning time for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you want to do. And it will also draw it on the chart for you. We've got top left, we'll have some text there for you if you want them written in text as well. And it will actually call it out to you and read the title to you verbally, which I think is pretty freaking cool, because how many times have we've all been caught forgetting about a news event, you know what I'm saying? You forget about the news, you're like, oh, shnikes. You know what I'm saying? So top left there, higher time frame, just got a nice little Enigma up move there coming off of the flatline area. Pretty nice. So back to the winner chicken journal from earlier. So winner, I want to get 2 winners out of my 5. Let me zoom all the way back out here and show you guys this in a digital format, because if you are new, you might also maybe, hey, you're not ready to print something out. Maybe you don't even have a printer. You might be like me for a long time. I was like, what do I need a printer for? Like, do people still print things? Everything's digital these days. So right up here, we have a digital version of this for you. You can see the website link right here, algoboxpro.com/trade-tracker. There's also a link to this there. Just head over to the website channel or in Discord, ask for it. The link is there. It's also in the tips and tricks section. Lots of places to get a hold of this here. This is pretty neat here. I can click on any one of these. So everybody always asks, what is TIW? That's toe in the water. Type it in the chat. Toe in the water. Type it in, because these are things that you're going to need to know. Become familiar with my vernacular as we go through our AlgoBox Pro lexicon of conversations and definitions, etc. Toe in the water. TIW. Okay. Toe in the water. I want to start out small, right? Like, toe in the water, maybe a quarter position, maybe a half position, full, maybe a full plus. You get it? So this mentally kind of shows me what I'm be looking for. So I hit my 2 winners there. I had a loser in between, so I'm going to go ahead and I might have had 2 losers kind of in there where I was having to. I played using the stacks, which is a sizing technique, which again, don't concern yourselves too much with that. Once you go to the final 40 days and you're working on sizing, you'll get used to that. We've got new tools there with being able to stack stops and targets. Pretty cool features there. And then on my full plus there for my bonus, I go over here to my bonus. So this is how my day kind of laid out there. I did not have 5 trades. It was 4. I might have to roll back the tape there, but I believe this is correct. So increase my trade size from trades 1 through 5 just mentally. That's what I want to think about. Look at that beautiful 4-legged dog trap. You see why I love it? Look at that up move all the way up there, and then exiting on the 11.2 if you are holding on to a runner or you weren't in a bonus situation like I was. If I'm on my like trade 2 or 3, I'm going to hold that all the way with a runner, right? You guys know that. If you don't know it, again, hang around for a little while. You might be wondering, what's this giant X? Why is there a giant X over your chart there right now, Vinny? Well, right now we are no longer at awesome speed. Right now we are at 15 BPM. Does anybody, have you ever ridden in your car and you're going 15 BPM, right? Oh, Vinny, my car doesn't work on BPMs. I know, bro. It's just a thing to help you remember things. So at 15 miles per hour, you are like, you'd probably want to get out and walk. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, do I really have to go through this school zone at 15 miles per hour? This is like torturous, right? This is what it's telling you. It's telling you, hey, right now, psychologically, remember, this is all about psychology, because it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to lose, but psychologically, it is going to be more difficult right now to trade. Does everybody understand that? Everybody type psychology in the chat, because everybody's like, well, you know, I heard psychology is really important. Yeah, but I don't like to do anything psychological unless I can quantitatively put numbers to it. This is data version of psychology. This is data-centric psychology. Make sense? Oh, there's a beautiful moonshot just came in right there. If you love moonshots, you probably should type moonshot too. It's good luck.
Speed of RTY 74.
I'm just buzzed off here. There we go. So back to, I know I've covered this winner chicken dinner things, like, when are you gonna finish that thing out? Yes. So as things come up here, I'm just teaching as we go. So now the big X came off. That is turned on or off by the psychology module buttons right here. There are 3 things you can do. B stands for background. You can change the background color. The O stands for overlay. T is for text. You can do all 3 or 1 or any combination of those. I have the overlay turned on. I'll turn on the background here as well. I kind of sometimes like that sometimes, just to visually really show it. This whole thing will turn red. You can make that color anything you want. Go into the parameter settings and make it whatever color you would like. No problem. Okay. Other things. Okay, so winner chicken dinner. I want to put that dinner on the table. Another thing is with the 2 trades, like, you're not guaranteed. The market is not guaranteeing you like, oh, okay, I'm going to have 5 trades every day. You know, no, it's not. In fact, the market, we have an analogy. If you get through one of the first few videos, I use the analogy of bull riding. If you've ever studied bull riding, bull riders only, I don't say they only ride for 8 seconds, but their goal is to ride for 8 seconds, which that's incredible to me. Like, I remember the first time when I heard that, I was like, what? That's for real? Like, you see these guys getting bucked around in a Bronco and whatnot. You don't realize they're only trying to stay on there for 8 seconds. They're not trying to like stay on there for minutes at a time and keep, you know, getting tortured. They're like, in for 8 seconds. I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. Okay. So I like to think of the markets like that. Like, you're coming in here, you know, you want to get a win, but dude, that bull, if you stay in there with the bull, that bull is going to kill you. Okay. You are not going to win long-term on the bull, right? So you need to get off that thing. So that's another reason, like, I know, like, also say about Mike Tyson. You're going to use my Mike Tyson reference. Okay, there we went. We just went big red. See? So psychology module, we're down to 27. So I have this set to, like, if we're not going at least 30 BPM, like 30 miles an hour, you know, psychologically, it's going to be more difficult. Maybe not a good time to be looking for trades. Okay, so let's zoom back in here on that chart and talk a little bit more about the Mike Tyson reference as well. Mike Tyson, you're getting in the ring with Mike Tyson, folks. The market, you're not going to, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to beat the market. No, you're not. Okay. You're not going to beat the markets. If you sit in the markets all day, continue to try to, you know, read what it's doing, all kind of whatnot all day long, Mike Tyson is going to knock your ass out. Okay. He is, pardon my French, but he is not messing around. Okay. If you've ever seen Mike Tyson punch somebody, dude, you do not want to get hit by that. Okay. One hit, you're done. You know what I'm saying? The one hit wonder. So you get in there, and if you are going to get in the ring with Mike Tyson because you're like, hey, I want to make a little bit of money, that's fine. Take a couple shots at him, pop him, and get out. Okay, and that's it. Tat, tat, and get out. Like, okay, whoop, we're gone. And then Mike's like, wait a minute, come back in here, boy. You're like, no. I'm good. I get to tell my friends I punched you twice. Hey, that's not right. Well, that's how you come in. I like to think of the markets like that, because if you keep playing with it, Mike Tyson is going to hit you once and he's going to put you down. You know what I'm saying? So I like to think of it like that. So I can come in here and I can make a living off of punching Mike Tyson. Does everybody get that? Everybody type Mike Tyson in the chat. I don't think we've ever typed Mike Tyson, so today's the day. It's Monday. It's Mentorship Monday. It's 10:05. We got 5 minutes till coffee time, so let's type in Mike Tyson in the chat. People are like, what in the world is he doing? Yes, the markets are like Mike Tyson, and you do not want to be in there with him for very long. Come in there, but people are going to watch. They'll pay to come watch you swing at him, right? And that's what we're getting paid to do. Come in here. We're getting in the ring with him, you know, shaking, jumping and jiving, dodge a couple, and then, oh, you punched him once. Oh, you punched him twice. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. You're never going to knock him out, okay? You're never going to knock out Mike Tyson. He's too fast. He's too quick. He'll like, I swear he teleports around the ring. Have you ever noticed that when he does that little left hand move thing where he's like, phew, bam? I mean, it's like he like throws his body in a direction and like his body just kind of like levitates to the left or to the right and then slams you. Oh my word. Can't even, yeah. So you're getting in the ring with Mike Tyson. So you want to be in and out, 2 trades. And then if you get a little lucky lick at the end, you're like, okay, well, while he's not looking, you kind of sneak in and pop him one more time. That's the bonus. Okay. That's my take out of your 5 trades, take your shots and get in and get out. And I want 2 winners out of 5. And then the potentially a bonus. You do not have to get back in the ring with Mike Tyson. Okay, you could be done after 2 wins. Like I could have been done at 1K earlier. Could have been done at 900. I think it was like right at 890, about 900. That's fine, right? And then I add a little bit more because I got a little bonus because the speed was good. It's like, oh, I can tell Mike Tyson's not looking, right? He's jumping around the ring real quick as he's swinging around. I'll throw my arm out there. All right, I'll throw him out, you know, and then get another $1. Okay, Iron Mike. There you go. Yes. So get in and out. All right. Oh, there's a nice moonshot. I want to press that button, but I'm not looking at the high time frame stuff right now. And I'm here to teach here today, but there's probably another nice little moonshot coming up there, and target at about 2245s ish. And yeah, there you go. On the higher time frame, that one is taking turning into a moonshot there, continuing on its run. Again, taking from this higher time frame, especially on RTY, for me, more difficult because it takes forever. If you're a person who's patient, though, this might be right up your alley. Oh, there's our warning. Okay, we're right at, see, I forgot about the whole 1010 thing. So we're right at the 1010 right now. So this is coffee time to sit on hands here and be very careful and cautious. That is the warning background color. This is in the time regions. If you're going into your indicators, you can change this to a different color if you want, but this will now grow this for the next 2 minutes prior to the 10:10 a.m. to kind of give you that warning. Let's see. Someone asked, how do you compare the video game of NQ RTY? Is there a metaphor for that? Yes. So speed. So generally, you are trying to drive a car. That is, I won't say you. Okay, I'm talking to Vinny E-Mini, the younger version of myself, Vinny. When you hop into your vehicle, your car does not drive one speed, correct? Does everybody understand that? Everybody type gears in the chat. The word gears, plural. Gears. Why gears? Because your car is not driving on a single gear, right? Now, there might be some exceptions to that, like Teslas. Somebody tell me, does the Tesla actually have multiple gears, or it's just like how much electricity is pushing it just spins, right? I believe, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know about that. I only know about normal gas diesel engines. And you need a transmission with multiple speeds. And it's not even really necessarily speeds, right? You know that there are certain gears that are more designed for zones of speed. It's not exact, right? It doesn't go, okay, at exactly 35 miles per hour, we shift to gear number 3, right? It's not exactly 45 miles per hour, we shift to gear 4. That's not how it works, right? Approximately, right? So NQ, RTY, ES, YM, the dial there, are like gears in a car. Depending on what terrain you are on, here you go. Here's what you need to think about. Depending on, oh, we're at the top left here today. Oops. All right. So here you go. NQ, fastest.
Speed of RTY 82.
And we'll do example. Yes. Slowest, like for torque. So if you are going in a crazy, bumpy, nasty terrain, do you want to bring your Lamborghini? I don't think so, right? So if the terrain, you're out in Arizona and it's like, right? You're not, your Lamborghini's going to be wrecked, right? However, that is the fastest. So if you got a nice smooth ride, right? Do you really want to gear up, bring your, you know, full terrain, crazy, I don't know, snow tires? Like if y'all ever, you know, snow tires are great when it's snowing, but snow tires on hot concrete, right? You're sitting there driving, you're like, I don't even know what that would be like, but snow tires would not be a good idea if there's no snow outside, right? So preparing for the proper terrain, and the terrain I also refer to as the map. And get used to this. Everybody type maps in the chat. What is a map? A map is today's market. And actually not even today. It's like currently, right now, the right now moment. This is what's different about our system as well, is we are all about the right now. I don't have to philosophize about the entire day, etc. Like what's happening right now within the last 4 minutes. So our system is currently or is always optimizing every 4 minutes. Now we do have an optimization process at the beginning of the week to get the whole thing kind of wrapped in. What's the current market conditions overall? Getting a high level kind of like, where's my basket I'm starting with, right? Let me make sure I'm bringing the right, you know, tossing the right tools in my toolbox to get ready to go take my Jeep out. Maybe necessarily, I don't know if that's the right analogy for that or not, but at the beginning of the week, I'm kind of getting in the rhythm. Like what's the current rhythm approximately over the last X period of time? You know what it is? It's like the season of the year. Like, are we in snow season, right? In the summertime, do I really have to worry about snow tires? No, right? Even Curtis doesn't have to worry about snow tires in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sorry, I got a call coming in there. The, yeah, but the terrain, that's going to be your current market conditions, and it literally is right now. We only care about the right now. I won't say we only, but in general, right now. So what gear I want to, if I'm super bumpy out there, I want to maybe gear down. Now, do I want to go all the way to ES? No, this is my last resort. Okay, I am not an ES player. In fact, Vinny, younger Vinny, I have traded ES a lot, so I know. Okay, I'm not just saying this from lack of experience. It is from experience telling you, Vinny, like ES is going to take you longer. You're going to sit at your desk longer. You don't need to necessarily put yourself through that torture. At the same time, if you shorten up your targets, because you're getting paid double for your trouble. Remember that. On ES, what does this mean? Okay, for ES, you're getting paid double for your trouble. What do I mean by that? Well, you're getting paid $5 a tick for the other correlated instruments. So NASDAQ, Dow, and Russell. Those three, you're getting paid $5 per tick. Versus, you're getting paid $12.50 a tick on ES.
Upper bands.
Now, there's other things that come along with that. The thickness of ES, it's kind of harder and easier to get filled. What do you mean by that, Vinny? How can you get harder and easier? Well, first of all, you got to wait in line when you're trying to get your orders filled, unless you are market ordering and you're going to slip a tick, but at least you're only going to slip a tick. Usually on ES, because it's so thick, there's going to be somebody on the bid ask at almost every price point and every tick level. Okay. But you're getting paid double for your trouble, $12.50. So technically you can cut your targets in half. So you might want to write that down. If you are going to do this and you're going to make the same amounts, then you can cut your targets in half if markets are going normal speed. But however, if the markets are going wild, right, why would I want to do that? When ES is acting like the NASDAQ, right? When these two, you guys know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. There are days when it acts like NQ, when the market is just going wild. It's like, you'll look at ES, and if you didn't look at ES, particularly you didn't know it, if someone covered this up, like covered up what instrument you were trading, and you watch just the speed, you'd be like, oh, this must be NASDAQ because it's moving crazy, right? Crazy fast. Well, that can happen. And then all of a sudden you look over at NQ, and NQ is going so fast it's like impossible to trade. Well, that's the day that I want to switch over to ES. Does everybody get that? If you understand that, type of 1. If you still don't understand that, type of 2. I'll try to reiterate a little bit more, but I think that is hopefully clear for you, the way that I do this. Now, in between ES and NASDAQ, this is like gears, where we started. So back to where we started on talking about gears. How many gears do you have in your car? Do we just have 2? Do I have a slow and a fast? No, of course not. Of course not, right? We've got multiple gears. We've got gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think most cars are 6. Is that right? No. All you car people tell me, how many gears generally does a gearbox have? I mean, I don't know. I think it's 6. I don't know. My stick shift days. Let's see. I had 5. I had 5 in my old Toyota stick shift. So maybe is it 5 gears? I don't know. You guys tell me. So you got those gears. So if at the very beginning here, we've got, there's NASDAQ number 1. Actually, it should probably be the opposite, right? If I'm doing real things like a car. Okay, so the fastest gear would be gear 6, right? Low torque gears would be ES, right? So this would be ES over here on the left, and there's the fastest one, NQ, on the right. So what's in between? Well, we got RTY and YM right here. Okay, and this is where you'll see me on live streams right now, because while I'm doing teaching and training, it is easier for me to be able to teach and train what I found right here on RTY particularly. Just, you know, it ends up being, it's like the old, I call it the old trusty rusty, right? Pretty easy to, I don't want to say easy. Easy is not the right word, but I could talk and chew bubblegum at this speed. Does that make sense? So if I'm going to be out here teaching and training, normally though, I would want to be trading on the NASDAQ. In fact, when I'm on my own, I'm absolutely going to be on NASDAQ, not on RTY, but I'm out here in live streams and I am pulling the speed down a little bit, right? It's that you can drive on gears 3 and 4 on just about any terrain, right? Close, right? Again, market can be absolutely wild, and where RTY is not going to be in play, and then I've got to gear down, right, and go to my low torque gear there to 1. Hopefully that's making sense to you guys. Take a screenshot of this colorful set of notes, write them down yourself, and hopefully you got something out of that. All right, another spot where I would want to be looking for a position here. As soon as this shifts long, I wouldn't play this just by itself, but if this were to shift green, I would be wanting to take a long back on one of those. At the same time, let's get a measurement, because since we are sell side, this should be let's press F8, go to the back into the middle of the gears. Let's find a gold line reversal spot right here. Oops, sorry folks, got you on the wrong screen. Over here, drawing this up here, we've got a double 11, so that could potentially run to the gold line down there. We are currently sell side. If we were buy side, I would literally be taking that as a long. However, on a move down like this, where we are strong sell across the boards on all 4 correlated instruments, go ahead and be looking for a short down to the gold line if we get an entry. And then off the gold line, I could take a gold line reversal, GLR, right off of that gold line. All I did was measure back from the previous pivot, which looks like a trap, right? Trapped everybody looking to the long side, trapped, and then big move down. They're slammed, they're slammed, they're slammed. 4-legged dog trap, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you get a fourth for a 4-legged dog trap for the up move, or you've got the gold line reversal here for an opportunity as well. You screenshotted, awesome, great to hear it. At least 6 now. Okay, that's the official. So we got 6 gears in the vehicles. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so I have been gabbing on and on for right at 1 hour right now. So let's do this. I'm going to reset. I'm going to grab a coffee. I will do the installation and set up and prepare for this afternoon session for all of the new features and all of that stuff. So come back for the new features and the installation and setup of all the new cool gizmos and gadgets. I think you guys are going to like it. Make sure, speaking of like it, make sure you smash that like button before you head out here. And don't forget, back to school offer here. Only a few more days left on that. And then the Enigma will be shut up for live accounts. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis G, and Eddie B. I am sitting out of the Big H Town. Catch you this afternoon. See ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
DCDMRTY on the board.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 loading. Long. Look for a line. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Down on freeze. Into the wire. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.